Hi YouTube! So it is Jada's 24-month update. She is 2 years old. I cannot believe it. She turned 2 on September 27, 2010. Say hi. Say hi. But she didn't have her 24-month 2-year checkup at the doctor's office until last Monday. So yeah, it's October. I don't know what date that was. So she had it kind of late because we wanted to wait for her pediatrician to be in there. I didn't want to see a nurse. I wanted to see a pediatrician for a 2-year thing and her shots and everything. Put your tongue in your mouth. So real quickly, her weight was 26 pounds, 4 ounces. And let's see, her length was 33.5 inches long. She is, to me, she's tall, but I'll tell you in a minute about percentile. And her head circumference is 48.5 inches around. What I find funny is that, I know when you guys go to the doctor to tell you, like, what percentile your child's in, and whatever percentile they say, so if they say 20 percentile, that means 20% of kids, your age, your child's age, is, you know, below them in that weight or height or whatever. So with Jada, she was 42 percentile for weight, which means that 40%, you stop, 42% of kids her age were weighed less than what she did, and her length, 51 percentile, which means 51% of kids were shorter than she was. But her head circumference, and you guys can't see her head. She looks like she has her dad's head shape. I don't know if you guys can. Turn aside. Look at that. Look over here. Can you look at your dresser real fast? She has her dad's head shape. So he has a little bit extra head in the back, it seems. And I don't want to say it's a big head, but it's bigger. But she's a cutie, so it doesn't matter. And her dad remarked on it too that, you know, she has a big brain, so that's why. But anyway, for head circumference, she was 48.5 inches, like I said, around. But she was in the 100 percentile, which means 100% of kids her age have a smaller head than she does. I just find that kind of funny because, I mean, I've always said, you know, man, she's a pretty big head. Like, I have a round head. My husband has a slim head, but it's big back this way. So, bigger back this way, not huge, like, weird looking, but I mean, she has her dad's head shape, so her circumference has always been a little bit bigger, always in the 100 percentile, at least 90 or above, and it's, you know, for it to be 100 percentile, I'm like, wow. So, anyway, before I went, they gave me a checklist. I'm going to turn this back to myself since you're not going to come over here. Do not climb up there. 1, 2, you better get down. Come here, sit down. Can you sit down and hold papers, please? Before we went for a 2-year checkup, they send you a developmental task sheet, which is asked, you know, different questions about, you know, have they met certain mile markers, things like that. They also send you a test for autism. Thank you. And so, like, questions on the autism one, I think one was, does your child stare off into a corner for more than, you know, I think it was like 3 minutes, something like that. Does your child play alongside with others? You know, things like that to test for autism and then for developmental delays. So, she aced her test, which I was like, how do you ace a test? But I guess she had the highest score you could get. And they do a little bit of testing in the actual physician's office with her. So that was kind of cool because a lot of doctors don't do that. My doctor, before we go in, a nurse comes in and does like little things with her. And she's reading and pointing out stuff. So developmentally, she's right on task. Okay, they see you. So things she can do that I am so amazed with. She can count to 12. We're working on counting to 15. And my child's in daycare, so she gets that reinforcement from me and also her dad and then daycare. Our my mom and dad and my husband's mom. So her grandparents are there to reinforce stuff. So she knows all her colors. Yes, all her colors, except for, like, fuchsia. I mean, like, because that's not really a color that you learn when you're little. But she knows all the basic colors. Get out of your nose. No. You need to get a tissue? Why don't you get a wipe? So she knows her colors. She knows her numbers through 10, and she's, through 12, and she's working on through 15. Let's see, what else? She is doing really well with her shapes. She knows most of the basic shapes. Especially with diamond and star, she's getting really good with those too, and those aren't the basic shapes. Square, rectangle, circle, she got those met and done. Triangle, she's good. We do a lot of flashcards at home, so if we're sitting around not really doing anything, we'll do flashcards. And I'm not a parent that likes to overstimulate my kid. We don't have a lot of toys that are overly educational. but we always find teachable moments. So, for instance, if she has a book or if she has some kind of toy that's round, we'll ask her, you know, what shape is that? What color is that? So we try to do stuff like that with her because we decided as parents that before she was even born, we're not going to go over and above and buy, you know, everything educational. I don't think every toy that your child has should be educational. That's just my opinion. You can disagree. That's totally fine. But she does have educational toys. I'm not saying that. It's just like not everything she has is educational. So we try to get a variety of toys so she can just have fun. Thank you for. I don't know why you did that. Okay, that's cool. Anyway, another thing we're working on is potty training. Oh my gosh, it's going. It's just not. And the doctor had told me, he said, and I was like, yeah, I told him, I said, my mom said I was potty trained 18 months. He said, I can guarantee you were not potty trained 18 months. He said, I've only met 2 people my entire career, and he's been in the field for 40 years. His entire career that have been potty trained by 18 months. My mom still says, yes, I was. But she goes, you had a couple accidents here and there, but that wasn't, like, ridiculous. And I was like, well, then I wasn't really potty trained, was I? She goes, yeah, you were. So I'm not going to argue. But, yes, ma'am. You want to be on here? Well, you better get over here then. Because they can't see you. No, okay, alright. She likes to be the center of attention if you didn't know. You're messing up all the papers. So anyway, you gotta stand over here because Mommy can't see. Thank you. So anyway, what was I saying with that? Potty training. So it's going. As you can see, she has a onesie on right now with some pants, but I unflapped the onesie. That way, if she has to go to the restroom, we can put on her pants real fast, and her potty's right next to me here. We're tempting to put it in the bathroom, but our bathroom is not huge. So we don't want to take up a lot of room, and I don't know where we can put it that would be efficient for her to get to and us not to trip over. So we're still working on potty training and finding out what works. We just bought her a pack of underwear, and we're going to start putting her in underwear on weekends so that if she does pee her pants, she feels the difference between, you know, being a diaper, being in underwear. I'm assuming it's more uncomfortable in underwear, which is what I've heard. And they know, oh, I don't want to feel that way again. I want to pee my pants again. I want to go in the potty. That's how we're going to approach it right now because we've been potty training for the last 4 months. Okay, take it back. We've been potty training for the last 3 months, hardcore. So whenever she has to go to the bathroom, we're trying to emphasize, you know, tell Mommy. She knows when she goes because she goes, I pee-peed or I pooped when she poops in her diaper or she pees in her diaper. She knows these things. It's just getting her to the potty before it happens. So recently, within the last, I think it was 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, she had to go poop, and she had told me ahead of time. We went to the potty, and I was like, man, she's probably not going to poop. She's probably just going to sit there, and then nothing's going to happen. She pooped in her potty. I was like, oh my gosh. It was awesome. So I said she's making progress, so I'm not really worried about it. We're hoping to have her potty trained by 2.5, and that's about the time that I'll have my other baby here. So I'm hoping to have that done and over with. I love it. It's hard. It's hard for me to keep coming in and out of the bedroom or a bathroom at my mom's house or a public facility. And I hate going to public bathrooms, so I'm always taking wipes with me to wipe off the toilet and everything if she has to go. But we're trying to make do what we have, and she will get potty trained, I know, and they're working on it at school with her and everything else. And they keep saying, well, she's really young still. She's really young still, and I understand that. It's just I want her to be able to have that finished before she's 3. So, other developmental stuff. I only have 1 minute left. She's putting on clothes by herself. Pants and shirt she can do by herself. Sometimes shirts are hard to get on, especially if they have a smaller neck. So, do I still have my sticker right there? Dude, I lost my sticker. She put stickers all over me. We talked about flashcards briefly, but let me just reiterate. The flashcards are awesome, and she can identify a lot of things. We have a lot of flashcards that have things in them that you wouldn't regularly see in like books and stuff for her age. Like one flashcard had a picture of a bat on it, an actual flying bat, a king and a queen. You have a lot of princess books, not a lot of king and queen, tigers, things like that. So she's learning all these things, and it's awesome. So everything's on task. She's a very happy person. Can't call her baby anymore. You need help? Can you wait 1 second? Can you say bye-bye, YouTube?
Bye-bye.
YouTube? Okay, she ain't gonna say it. Alright, guys. I'm gonna tape another video here in a minute. So, alright. I'll talk to you later.